Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Suing over single-sex dorms. A law professor known for suing everything that moves has turned his attention to Catholic University of America. Last week, the college's president announced that single-sex dorms would be returning to the school, but law professor John Bonzoff calls the move a discriminatory violation of the D.C. Human Rights Act. In the past, Bonzoff has filed suits against fast food chains he holds responsible for obesity, as well as dry cleaning companies that charge more for women's clothing. He likens Catholic University's effort to stem fornication and drunkenness on campus to racism. While the university has not yet received a suit, Bonzoff told LifeSite News that his intent to sue was in the mail and that the intent had been sent to 2 Catholic trustees and members of the Academic Senate. Pastors Orthodoxy protested. During a visit from their bishop, hundreds of parishioners protested outside a Catholic church in California this past Sunday because their pastor is too orthodox for their taste. Father John Dyrene was posted at the parish of St. Joseph the Worker in Berkeley 2 years ago and has since disbanded the parish's so-called Social Justice Committee, making the conference room into a Catholic gift shop, among other changes. St. Joseph's has been a part of social justice activities for years and is known for being a safe haven for civil rights activist Cesar Chavez. The California Catholic Daily reports the one parishioner said that they are fed up with his conservatism and that 29 area priests have signed a protest letter regarding Father John's decisions in the parish. Wisconsin defunds Planned Parenthood. Wisconsin's governor is expected to sign its budget next week, making it one of a growing number of states cutting off funds to the baby-killing giant, defunding Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood says that although Indiana, North Carolina, and Kansas have cut funding to the abortion giant, Wisconsin is particularly hostile to population control efforts. State Senator Glenn Grothman is only one of many lawmakers disgusted with Planned Parenthood and says, quote, "There's a very ugly side to this organization, and I regret that they're going to take such a tiny cut in this budget," end quote. The signing of the state's new budget will take $1 million away from Planned Parenthood and force them to close 9 of its 25 locations. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
Assisted suicide compromising Catholic education. Church teaching is being betrayed by Catholic colleges when it comes to church teaching on assisted suicide. So soon after the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops has made public their stance on the issue, Crisis Magazine is pointing out Catholic colleges across America that allow pro-suicide instructors to be present in the classroom. Georgetown, Marquette, Boston College, and Santa Clara are only a few, according to the article. The Cardinal Newman Society investigated the problem in 2005 after a number of bioethicists teaching in Catholic colleges signed legislation regarding Terry Schiavo's case that conflicted with Vatican teaching on assisted suicide. You can read the full article on our resource page by clicking on the link right over here. Irish teachers attack religion. Teachers in Ireland have a problem with religious schools choosing who they hire and which students they admit to their schools. The Irish National Teachers Organization, or INTO, is looking to repeal a section of an Irish law that gives schools leeway to select teachers or students based on religion or so-called sexual orientation. INTO is charging denominational schools with discrimination and wants to restrict the religious identity of schools, claiming in a document criticizing the law that it is unfair for anyone to allow a spirit of religion to inform and vivify the whole work of the school. 17% of principals in Ireland believe the Irish private school system needs a total overhaul from its previous Catholic roots. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure to check out The Vortex today, where Michael talks about the latest CIA episode, where we examine the total sellout of the faith by a priest at one of America's most famous Catholic institutions. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tell all your friends about us, and as always, God bless.